what, 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 what?
No denying that Fallout New Vegas was, and in many ways still is, kind of a mess, technically, visually. I'm not. Well, so much about it looks and feels kind of like a mod of Fallout 3 rather than a full-fledged sequel, which makes sense given how little time they were actually given to make the game prices are collapsing. I think I've noticed this too. Remember how everybody was talking a few months ago about how we're going to be thinking, maybe a year ago or so, about how we need to be expecting 70 and now $80 video games to become the norm? We've all been hearing this constantly. Oh, everybody should get used to this. This is how it's going to be. Well, the customer's always right. And they said you're wrong.
I've heard you, and with today's story, it seems the rest of the industry is also beginning to hear you. Now, this year started with the fear that gaming is getting more expensive.
Yep.
Microsoft and Nintendo pushed the ceiling to $80.
$80.
An impossibly high ask, especially as
$80 for Mario
else
Kart.
has got more and more pricey. But elsewhere in the industry, something quieter is happening.
Uh-oh.
And it's this. The games that you are actually buying, well, we've got the data about them. And as it turns out, they're getting cheaper. $100 for Grand Theft Auto 6. That was the rumor that kicked off this year's anxiety about game prices. It was one that Take-Two have.
I still think it's possible that GTA will be $100. I do. I think I think GTA is in its own category of game, though. And I don't think that the way GTA is approached should be looked at as a frame of reference for anything other than GTA.
Happy to downplay, if not outright refute.
Yeah.
But with GTA now delayed, we won't know the truth until next autumn. Though we've already seen audiences reject the new price ceiling of $80. Xbox tried to put.
Did the storm stop and then. Wait, Wolf Odin has entered the system. Who's that? Is someone stream sniping me? Well, how can.
Hello, this is Dr. Grande. Today I will analyze the Bondi Beach shooting. First, I'll look at the background of this case, move to the timeline of the crime, then offer my analysis. Sajid Akram was born sometime around 1975 and lived in India. He earned his bachelor's degree in commerce before traveling to Australia on a student visa in 1998. In 2001, Sajid transferred to a student visa and then to a resident return visa. He lived in the Sydney suburb of Bonnyrigg and ran a fruit shop. Sajid married a woman named Venera, and they went on to have a son and a daughter.
And a few minutes to see what they do. She's fine. She's soft first. She's so laughing. Okay. I'll just do it now. Fuck. Boogie boogie. Oh, shit. You're messing with me long enough. I'm gonna do more of her podcast.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available.
I'll try back in a minute or so.
Your call has been forwarded to.
I'll try it one more time a bit later if that's all. Bro, I understand I did some kind of messed up stuff in the beginning. Mostly concerning the stuff you post yourself or whatever and stuff. You're just giving me shit to do, like excuses.
Your call has been forwarded to an.
My husband and I can never agree on what we want for dinner, so that's where Wonder comes in. Wonder is a food hall app where you can order from all different restaurants all in one app. So
So if you've been on Instagram lately, there's this new facial hair trend going around called the Italians. Having the sides faded down, disconnecting the mustache from the rest. In this video, I'm going to show you guys a tutorial on how to do that. So let's get straight to it. So the first thing you guys want to do is you want to start the line, and what we're going to do is we're going to cut an angle like this. Your wisdom went the way of your airways. How many teeth should any modern human have? It's a really simple question.
Why didn't the Chinese discover the Americas? Why didn't they sail around the world? Why was it Westerners who were the first people to circumnavigate the globe, for example? The Chinese fleet was hugely impressive.
But it's one of those ones that no one is asking or even noticing. Why is your airway shrinking or why are you not sleeping well are two really related questions that people are asking more about but don't seem to have answers to. Both less space for the teeth and less space for your airway seem to have increased massively over the last 30 years. In
autism, ADHD explained by ducks. Duck sees worm. Duck wants worm. Duck sprints toward worm. Halfway there, oh look, leaf. Wait,
parallel trajectories seeming to affect the same people with sleep apnea occurring a little later in life. So what's going on? In this video, we're going to look at the current situation. We're then going to look at where we were in the past, where we were before.
fluffy hair.
Then we're going to do the why and how is this happening before going on to how this change is affecting.
What's that for? I'll go through your room. I'll throw everything into the alley. Oh, yeah, dude. Oh, yeah, the alley test. Damn. Imagine, if you will, you and like a few hundred other people around you are all kidnapped at once. They're handcuffed and you're split into